Talking about Mendoza, we want to get right to it. Current time. Fernando Mendoza. We got our 2025 Heisman Trophy finalists. We also have Diego Pavia, Julian Sayin,
Pavia, yep,
Pavia, excuse me, Julian Sayin from the Ohio State University
right.
representing, and Jeremiah Love, uh, the lone running back here in this Heisman. Who do you like? And just going through each player, well, we can start. We'll start from Julian saying what's something he does well and something that you seen from him this year as a quarterback, Joe.
Well, the fact that he's a redshirt freshman is number one. That's outstanding. His poise, his accuracy jumps off the page. 78.4% completion, which is through the roof. Although he has weapons in Tate and Jeremiah Smith in the backfield with Bo Jackson, an offensive line that's very, very stout. The decision making, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, that's to be applauded no matter who you are, who you're throwing it to, or who you're playing the quarterback position for. So to be here as a redshirt freshman, to look so poised and comfortable back there, I love it. I absolutely love it. And the notoriety and the pressure that comes just from being the quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes, you have to give him credit and you have to give him a lot of kudos. He has a QBR of 89.6 out of 100, which is second in the nation. And I firmly believe, Vaughn, that his Heisman candidacy took a little bit of hit when he went head to head with Fernando Mendoza, because when you have a head to head matchup against another candidate, more often than not they're going to give the deciding edge to the winner and the guys that had better stats.
Speaking as Ohio State Buckeye, I myself would say I feel that that Big Ten championship game could certainly hurt Sayin's ability to win the Heisman. But I also feel like I think the pressure of Big Ten championship and him knowing that the Heisman was up for grabs, whoever won that game was going to be at least one of the favorites to win. I think and that's why I'm more confident in what he does this playoff, this college football playoff, because we got that out the way. I think he'll be able to be relaxed moving forward.
And shout out to the Heisman committee, Vaughn. Shout out to the Heisman committee for this simple reason is that if the rules were in place that last year, the rules about the Heisman, the championship, Big Ten championship or championship weekend would not have counted. They just moved it this year to the Heisman voting being calculated or being the deadline after the championship week. Last year, the votes had to be in, or the votes were tallied before the championship week. So to have that last game to be able to move up in the Heisman or make a big significant move to hurdle somebody was a big decision by the Heisman committee, and I think that catapulted Fernando Mendoza ahead of Julian Sayin because Fernando Mendoza, let me get to him real quick. He stands at 13 and 0 his team, 71% completion, 33 TDs, 39 total TDs, only 6 interceptions with a QBR of 88.5. He's third in the nation. So that for you got one guy with 31 total touchdowns, one guy with 39 total touchdowns. But again, it's going to go to the undefeated guy, I think, in Fernando Mendoza, and the guy that beat head to head Julian Sayin in a tight race. And when you look at it, do you or are you looking for the best player? Are you looking for the player with the better stats? Are you looking for the player on the team with the best record? Because of history tells us it's been both. You have RG3 winning the Heisman Trophy with a four-loss Baylor team. You have Johnny Manziel winning the Heisman Trophy with a 3-4 loss Texas A&M team. You have Lamar Jackson winning the Heisman Trophy with a 3-loss Louisville team. So are you going that way with just the clear-cut best player? You have Colorado Buffaloes and Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy with a 3-loss Colorado team. Are you going just best player? Or are you going the best player or a good player on the best team? Because I would say my next guy on the best player out of these four Heisman Trophy finalists is Jeremiah Love.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Love is the best player, running back, but that doesn't go with the record with Notre Dame, and he was not able to play many fourth quarters and build his stats up as something we've never seen before, like 2,500 yards total yards from scrimmage or over 2,000 yards rushing. We don't have that for Jeremiah Love, but I think he'll be a very, very good professional athlete in the pros because of his skill set being a three-down back. But he just didn't have enough. And then you have Diego Pavia. Outstanding year at Vanderbilt. Outstanding year. And he's a very, very good player. And I think this is one of those situations that because he did it at Vanderbilt, up and coming, because he was able to carry a team into the top 10 at one point this season, because they finished the season in the top 15, and his running, his passing, his ad-libbing, his personality just was engaging, his confident moxie, that's what he thrives on. And again, he has an 87.7 QBR, with its fourth in the nation. So while we don't think it's big names, and the reason why it's big names, not big names, Vaughn, because these weren't the guys that we had preseason to be a Heisman finalist. We had Nussmeiser. We had Manning, Arch Manning. We had Lenore Sellers from USC. We had a lot of different guys that we thought was going to win the Heisman, but none of these guys were preseason favorites, so they were able to do it during the season. And Julian Sayin was a redshirt freshman, so he came out of nowhere. Fernando Mendoza was his first year starting in Indiana, so he came out of nowhere.
Right.
Diego Pavia, same thing, out of nowhere. Jeremiah Love, he didn't come out of nowhere because he was in the national championship last year, but that's some of the same thing. He wasn't a favorite going into it. So while I don't think it's big names, Vaughn, I do think it will be a tight race. Or a tighter race, close race, but I think Fernando Mendoza might hold up the trophy later on tonight.
We must see.